Hey everyone, Lisa Resnick here with the Realty, and I have the one and only Holly Ritchie on today. What's up, Holly?
Hi everyone, how are you? Hi Lisa, you look awesome.
You look awesome too. Love the pink and the pink lamp in the back.
It was just I had to, you know.
So for those of you who don't know, Holly does love pink.
It's my favorite color. I think it softens the mood. It sets the tone for the day when you wear whatever your favorite color is.
And
My niece's favorite color is black. She wears it 75% of her life.
I do like black too.
I see. Do we have black on?
It complements with the red of Keller Williams.
I think it does. Pink and red go very, very nice together.
They do. They truly do. And it does bring this reflection of love, which is awesome, and which I know you love what you do.
Oh, I love real estate. I love the market, which is absolutely crazy right now, which I think that's what we're going to talk about today.
We are. So tell me what's happening out there. So 2020, I would have to say, please correct me if I'm wrong. I've been out of the residential world for a while, but in 2020, there was a little bit of the slowdown at the beginning of the year.
There was a little bit of slowdown at the beginning of the year, but I want to say January, February, and March are always a little slow. People are trying to get through the winter. A lot of people don't like to put their home on the market until the ground, the grass looks beautiful, the landscaping has come in, but it always picks up. For example, this year didn't pick up with listings until May. It was almost like, and maybe it was because of COVID, but it was almost like our spring was pushed back because usually April, May, and June are crazy. I think it was delayed 30 days. My May, June, and July have been like off the charts. It's like 14-hour days. We are still getting multiple offers on many, 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 many properties.
So no
over asking. They have gap insurance to cover if the property goes over asking. The buyers are willing to pay $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 over appraisal value. So it's just crazy right now. I mean, it's a great market for a seller to be in. If you're a buyer, you need a really aggressive agent. You need a really, really aggressive agent who understands the market, or you're just going to write offer after offer. I just had someone call me who wrote 7 offers on another agent from another company. She goes, I've written 7 offers for them. What do I need to do? And I go, you need to remove all contingencies. You need to write a letter, write a love letter. I love love letters. Don't you love to get love letters? I mean,
I do.
If you want to set yourself apart, the sellers, when they have multiple offers, they want a cakewalk. They want to be able to walk through the process like it was nothing. And if they know the buyer really needs the home, really loves the home, they want to work with that person. They don't want to work with someone who's going to, bully them through the process. They want it easy. Doesn't everybody want it easy? But sellers really, really dictate right now.
They truly do. I mean, their position of power, it's been decades since they've had this position of power.
I have been in real estate since 2001, and I've never experienced this. This is the hottest market I've ever seen. Even the homes that are, when I look at them, I'm like, wow, that's a really nice home, but it's about $25,000 overpriced. They sell, and they're getting that. It's almost like the comparables don't make sense.
No.
So when you go list that home, it's almost like think of it like it's a grain of salt. It's like a base price, but the market is up here, not down there.
I mean, it is definitely an interesting time, and it's interesting for appraisers out there as well, because I'm a huge advocate that even though you do have numbers that you can base things on, at the end of the day, the value of a home is what the seller is willing to sell it and the buyer is willing to buy it at.
Right. Absolutely. So I always tell everyone, this is what the numbers say. What do you want? What do you want? And there's a happy number somewhere in between. I will say, if you price it closer to the comparables, you end up getting multiple offers. If you don't price it close to the comparables, it just sits on the market longer. You'll eventually sell it, but I like it. I'm a big believer in the coming soon. I try to list most of the properties Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That will give that, if I get them in the MLS as coming soon, it'll give the other 900 websites time to pick it up. So I know it's populating to every single person. You go live Friday, you have an open house on Saturday, you present multiple offers on Sunday. That's how the process is supposed to work with the coming soon. And I like that. I think the other agents appreciate it, so they're not like spinning their wheels. When you list a home without the coming soon, the 1,500 buyers agents in the area are literally hyperventilating first thing in the morning, trying to figure out how am I going to get my buyer through. And then by the time you pull it up, they might have 24 showings and there's only one slot available, and it might not be available to you. So I believe in the coming soons.
I saw a few of the agents putting in, so for those out there, I mean, this is spilling the tea, really. There's this section in the MLS that only agents see, the broker's comments.
Yeah.
So this is where we communicate to one another additional information about the property that isn't public information.
Right.
So I did notice at one point, and we did this in the DC market with the multiple offers, we would put in a deadline. So people knew beforehand, showing the property, that, hey, like, I'm presenting the offers at this time to the seller.
Right.
It's out there. So
right.
So this way that every agent knows when they need to get into the property.
I actually try to put in, like, even in the notifications, I try to put in when the seller will be reviewing all offers and when they will respond. Because if I call for highest and best at 9 p.m. on a Sunday night, no, I'm not going to tell you at 9:01, who the winner is, or they might not meet me until 9 o'clock the next morning. But I try to put in as much information as possible so everybody knows what the story is.
And everybody's on the same page. And it's tough out there for buyers. It's tough out there for the buyer's agents too. Mm-hmm. So anything that can be done to help their job out a little bit more, is definitely beneficial for everyone.
It's tough. I mean, I feel horrible for some of the buyer's agents, because if you're not on time, if you miss one listing that goes in, like, you have to check every morning at 7 a.m. That's the first thing I do. I go in and I look at the new inventory. And if you're not checking it, somebody else is, and that home could sell. I was telling you earlier, I saw a new listing on the market. I scheduled a showing. My buyer worked till 5. We got in at the earliest time, which is 6. And by 4 o'clock, they already accepted an offer.
Which is insane.
What do you do?
I mean, it is insane. I honestly am a big proponent on giving the deadline and trying to get more offers in the door than just quickly responding to that first initial offer.
Right. It's all about working in your seller's best interest. It's in the seller's best interest to get every single person in. If it takes 3 days to get everybody in, give everyone a chance to get in to view the property. And then once they view the property, once I get an offer, I usually call for highest and best. Why wouldn't you call for highest and best? So it's just, I want to say it's probably how everyone is different and everyone is trained different. And just like the broker remarks, if you're not communicating to the other agent what they need to know and what your expectations are, how can you decide that someone did it wrong if you're not communicating?
That is true. You need to level the playing field. And now the other thing that I noticed, and which we do in our area, we do have a large amount of for sale by owners.
Yes. Yes.
So I've noticed in this market, even though there is the low inventory, I've seen the signs show up even more so. Mm-hmm. Because I think sellers are thinking that because it's such a great market, that we don't need an agent.
I can do it myself. I have to tell you, I'll tell you a story. I used to live in your neighborhood. I used to live in Tippecanoe Woods. When I had my home on the market, it was just easier for me to sit there. That way I didn't have to drive to an open house. I didn't have to. So I had everything right there. I had my wine and cheese ready, or cookies and milk, whatever it was. And
he's going to be showing up at your open houses now with wine and cheese.
Yeah. But I remember doing my first open house at my own home. And when it was over, I said, well, I'll never do that again. The first 3 people that came in said they absolutely loved it. They'll be writing an offer. You know, that didn't happen. Yeah. And the second 3 people, if they didn't like my carpeting choice, I had to hear about why I shouldn't have went with Berber, why I should have went with Berger. They didn't like my colors. They didn't like pink. Oh, how could you not like pink, right? So it's very, very difficult as a for sale by owner. And I'm an agent. I mean, it should have been a piece of cake for me to tell them why I loved the home, why I love the neighborhood, why I love the community pool. I have a pond in my backyard. Love, love, love everything. And it is very tough to sell your own home. First of all, the buyers aren't going to tell you the truth, because they're either going to tell you too much of truth. They don't like your color scheme. They don't like your Formica. Why don't you have granite? Oh, that's oak. It should be maple. Like, everybody's an expert. So if they come in and they don't like it, they're either going to tell you why they don't like it, or they're going to lie and tell you that they love it, which most people don't want controversy. They don't want to talk to the seller. They do not, and they definitely do not tell the truth.
No, and in all honesty, I also think that when people walk the property and the seller's in the property, they don't feel comfortable in the home.
No.
It's kind of like one of those things when we would tell people, remove family photos, we don't want buyers envisioning you in the home. You want to envision them in the home.
No, I mean, I know when I was looking for a home, the most important thing for me was closet space. I really didn't care about the kitchen, as you could tell, because my kitchen was like a 10 by 10, but I don't spend an awful lot of time in my kitchen. What was important to me was closet space and a big basement. For most women spend 50% of their time in the kitchen. Oh, in the laundry room. I didn't care about the laundry room either. Most women with kids want a large kitchen. They want to be able to see the family room, and they want a nice laundry room. Their master bedroom's important, but for me, it was all closet space. Everybody wants something different. It's kind of like what makes the world go around.
Yep, very true. So for all those for sale by owners out there, still contact an agent.
Yeah. I always say it's the last for sale by owner that I worked with. Pretty much when you walk in, it's your job to have a property disclosure act. That's law. You have to provide a property disclosure. They don't know what law is. So if they don't know what law is, the other agent's really doing all the work. And if a buyer's agent brings you a buyer, you have no representation whatsoever. That buyer's agent's working for the buyer to get the buyer the lowest and best price. That's what seller's agents do. Seller's agents work for the seller to get the seller the highest and best price for their home. Well, and NAR did a survey that if you use a realtor, realtors get you 13% more. It's like proven. They get 13% more by using a realtor. People always know if the home's listed at $100,000 and it's a 6% commission, the buyer's coming in $6,000 less because they know you're not paying a commission. So they're going to negotiate off the price right there.
It's true. And the agents also do help out a lot of the background that sellers don't often realize that happen. The communications with the lenders, the communications with the buyer's agent, the communications with title, all the things that we know could explode a deal.
You know, between agents, we know when you call a lender 3 weeks in a row and the lender tells you the same thing, we know, all right, there's a problem because it's been 2 weeks. You should have had the appraisal back. Is there a problem with the buyer? Because you should have been through financing by now. You should be in underwriting. Where are you in the process? If it's still sitting on your desk, I know whose problem it is. That goes back to the lender. But a lot of times for sale by owners, they just think they get it to the lender and the lender takes care of everything. And sometimes it gets dropped in the process. It just, in this market, in order to close a home in 30 days, the appraiser has to never have a sick day. His secretary has to never be sick. The lender can't have a sick day. The lender's kids can't have a sick day. Their dog can't be sick. Like everything has to be working perfectly, because when you miss a day, you're not closing on time.
That is true. I heard a couple of agents at the office last week talking about how an appraiser had the audacity to go on vacation.
I know the appraiser that went on vacation.
Nobody gets vacations right now.
No, who takes a vacation over the summer?
I know, really.
I can't remember who I saw. Someone was in Florida, and I was like, who goes to Florida when it's 100 degrees and there's a typhoon flopping in, right?
That is true. I have seen some of my friends on Facebook, though, there.
Mm-hmm.
I wish them the best. Well, thank you so much, Holly. I really appreciate it. And so Holly is team lead, major top producer in our area with Keller Williams.
We have the #1 team in the Tri-County area. We service Portage County. We service Carroll County, pretty much anywhere within a 1-hour drive time. We've got about 25 agents on our team right now. We're very, 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 very blessed. But I want to say that's the team concept is what helps me, because if I can't get somebody into a home, I've got 25 people I can count on. So it's nice to have support. It's nice to have leverage, especially in this market.
Very true. I always say it's never fun to be stranded on an island by yourself. So I definitely agree with the whole team concept. I like it. So thank you very much. And anybody out there that's looking to buy, looking to sell, make sure you contact your agents, because they're there for you, and they'll definitely help make sure that you get the top dollar.
All right. Thank you. It was awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit businessjournaldaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to afterhoursyoungstown.com.